So if you try to bring the cannula and you look into the threads, they are fine and now they are good. So we have removed the bolt. So we are going also to work on these stunted threads. Also there are other threads here down, they are also stunted. So let's go to another spot for drill or make cutting these threads because they are stunted. So for that we are going to drill inside using 10 using this drilling bit of 10 times 1.5 drilling bits, because we are going to tap inside with a 12. This is a 12 times 1.25 inside, so that we can cut the threads of 10 times 125. So we are going also to make our iridium coil. So this time round we are going to make the iridium coil to come from this plug. This is a plug of a motorcycle. Yeah, this is a plug of a motorcycle. It's going to act as our iridium coil. We are going to remove these excessive parts. So let's start with that, drilling inside here with 10.5. We do this to drill inside here to remove the remaining stunted threads. And also we are recommended to drill in with 5.8 when we are using a tap of 12 times 125. But when we try to use a tap of 12 times 1.5, you are recommended to drill in with 10 times 1.5. So we are going to cut here the threads where we are going to tie our iridium coil. Remember, this time around our iridium coil is going to come from a plug. This is a plug, a motorcycle plug. So it's what we are going to tie inside here to act as our iridium coil. So let's put the threads inside. So, like this. So you have to make sure that you are in a straight line. Alright, keep that in your mind, that you are in a straight line. So you have to repeat the process with all the taps, from the first one to the last one. So you should begin with aluminium because it's too soft. Yeah, I should begin with it, it's too soft. So you should pay attention to whatever you are doing. This is what I could tell you, and this is what I can emphasize. So I told you, if you are cutting these threads, you leave a certain space down to act as our stopper, the stopper of the iridium coil. So always also put that in your mind. As I told you that the plug is going to act as our iridium coil. So let's test and see how deep it will go. Okay, that's enough how deep it will go. So after that, let's go and remove this remaining excessive parts of this plug here. So before that, let's also first deal with maybe let's first do that. So what we are going to first do, we are going to remove this part here, this small part, because it's what holds this material inside here. So we are going to remove this with the help of a grinder. So now, as you are seeing, so You have removed this part, so be careful because this thing is too hot now. So you have removed like the dirty washer. So you are going to use also the hammer to knock to remove this excessive part. So let's knock here and remove that excessive part. So as you are seeing now, if you try to knock, everything gets separated. So as you are seeing now, everything is separated. So what we need on this plug is this part, only this one is what we need only. So we are going also to remove this washer here. So this is none of our business. So this also so remove this washer. So you have to cut this washer using this. This is what I use to cut. It's called a kizo. It's a bit flat and sharp. So you have to split it into two parts so that you can move it. So like that. So I don't know where the other part has gone, but it's like this. So we have removed that washer. Also you have to remove this part and also this part without the threads using a grinder. So now as you are seeing, it's a bit hot, but we have removed this excessive part and also we have removed the hook of the plug. So now this is going to act as our helium coil. It's a bit hot, but we have to wait it for it to a bit cool down. So and we tie it inside. So we are going to tie it inside here. After tying it inside, we shall drill in. So let's first wait it until it cools down. Cool down. So we are going to tie it inside. So with the help of a spark glue to tighten it inside. It should have to be a bit fast, not the glue to dry when you haven't yet tied the helium coil to the stopping point. Now it has tightened. So the next part is we are going to move this excessive helium coil with the help of the axle blade, this one. So we are going to cut off this excessive part. So like this is the excessive part. So as you are seeing, here, so we have cut the excessive parts. We are going to drill inside with 8.5mm drilling bit, since we are going to cut the threads of 10 times 125. So we are going to drill in with 8.5. This is the 8.5 tap. So we have to first remove this excessive part. So we are going to first flatten this area, then we put a starting point before we drill in. So I'm going to use a 13mm drilling bit. Make everything neat. So after that, let's drill inside with 8.5mm drilling bits. So now, as you are seeing, I finished to drill in with 8.5. So let's remove the dust inside. So also let's make this part look smart and surface it very well. Like that. So we are going to tap inside using these taps. These are taps of 10 times 1.25. So let's tap inside, because these are the final threads of the rear bolt, which has been inside before the threads got stunted. So let's tap. So another thing you should put in mind, or is I tell you to be in a straight line when dealing with cutting threads. So you should always be in a straight line like this. So I give you this trick of putting another tap here to wash or to look into like this in the upper side, whether the taps they are in a straight line. So now they are in a straight line. So what we are going to do, we are going to move this one so that we can use this cross handle like this. Also, don't forget to use the oil. But before that, let's first remove the dust. Let's first remove the dust. So don't forget that we used the spark plug to act as our helium coil. Let's get with the Helicoil oil. So I used one like this. So like this. So now we are finished to cut the threads. So if you try to look inside, as you are seeing, so now the threads of both holes they are good. So let's test with a bolt. Let me bring a bolt. So this is the bolt. This is a bolt of 14 millimeters on the spanner, and it is of 10 millimeters the stem. So if you try to check to tie now, everything is fine. So even if you try this side, also everything is fine and good. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment. So before we leave, let me try to explain you something a bit. So here inside this hole there was a broken bolt inside. It was of 10 millimeters with a thread pitch of 1.25.5. So what we did, we first drilled in a small hole using a 4.5 millimeter drilling bit. Then after that we used a drilling bit of 8 millimeters to drill inside here. So the remaining pieces of the bolt, so we used the kizzo with a hammer, with the help of a hammer, to knock them slowly by slowly, and remove them as you have been seeing into the video. So after that, also this side the threads were stunted. So what we did, we put our helium coil, and we made our helium coil from this plug. This is a spark plug. of a motorcycle. Yeah, this is a spark plug. So it acted as our iridium coil for this video. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share and comment. So don't forget to also to give me a thumbs. So thank you. See you in the next video.